Alright, round 2. This is Mulligan. This is pretty poor, but I think we keep it. Okay. I mean, Harnessed Lightning is going to buy us some time, hopefully. The problem is Lanth New Hellion isn't going to have very good fuel unless we can get out this Bristling Hydra and not spend too much. So if we draw a red source, we should be in business and have a good start. Alright. At least our Harnessed Lightnings should be good here. Okay. Spectre. We'll just get rid of this. Flow is not really what we want to see. Question is, do we just Hellion and pray? I think we wait on the Hellion, honestly. Leave up Harness Lightning for a Depala or whatever. If we draw like an Attune, the Hellion gets amazing. Alright. Alright, Pia. I think we're just getting rid of Pia here. Just to be mana efficient, even though it's not great. Not a bad draw. Not excellent or anything, but okay, that's not very threatening. Alright, that is never mind. Never mind. Block here. And don't draw land. Alright, we're just gonna die before we can stabilize. Almost certainly. Unless our opponent's hand is all lands, and this clue is a land, and then we draw a land and Bristling Hydra. Sure. Alright, so we're just dead. We can Hydra, take 4, and then we die next turn. So removal good, root out good, ship good, Chandra not very good against all these tokens. Actually, our deck is pretty poorly situated here. But I mean, a normal draw should be fine for us. I think we'll keep the Blossoming Defense, the Tireless Trackers. If we just curve out, we should be fine in theory. As long as Servo Exhibition doesn't get us, we'll be fine. Servo Exhibition, Goblin dude. Alright, this hand looks great. Maybe not so great. I just saw 4 spells, but 2 of them are tuned with the Aether. I think we keep it though. It's a good draw. Alright, Servant isn't really ramping us here at the moment, so we don't care if it dies. I think we're just trading and then rooting out. Nice. Definitely just rooting out here. Feels good to actually get value off of killing a smuggler's copter. Opponent did nothing. Alright. Well, we want to crack our clue, but which we can do. Unfortunately, these attunes aren't so great at the moment. So we can harness lightning a cruiser or whatever. Opponent has 6 cards in hand, which is not great for us. Alright. I think this is worth it. We get 2 energy. We get a Voltaic Brawler. We kill a Servo. Oh yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to draw. I was gonna say Skyship would be great right about now, but I didn't even want to be so greedy as to draw our 1 Skyship. Alright, this is looking pretty good now. As long as our opponent doesn't go nuts. Even have Chandra back up. Alright, Lantern Scout. Does nothing. That's perfect for us. Gobblebubblin. Gobblebubblin. Alright, that's actually pretty good. This is an ally too? Jeez. The values. The values. Good Chandra servant, but I'm on a boat. And we'll just leave up our boat and our brawler. This deck is solid though. Does a lot of damage out of nowhere. And there's not like good answers for tokens. At least in my deck. Weaver of Lightning, I guess, actually is an amazing answer. But we cut them to deal with control control decks and Aetherworks decks, so can you beat a boat with 2 cards? Possibly. I mean, we can't crew it now. Sure. It's annoying. Chandra's not the greatest here. And neither is Servant. Because it is not... You need more power to fly the boat. I mean, hopefully we draw something good. Something to use all this energy. This Needle Spires is actually a huge problem right now. Alright, Rip Chandra. Okay, there we go. Back in business. I mean, I guess I'm casting that because I can crew the boat and then block the Needle Spires. Sad day when the boat isn't attacking. Still gonna ship me the win here, I think. Depending on how good our opponent's draws were. Servo Exhibition into actually kills me. Into Bushwhacker. Okay, good. Good. Could actually minus on a servo. Galvanic Bombardment, or kill with ship second servo, leave up 2 Galvanic Bombardments. That seems pretty good. Alright, so we can bombard anything that crews the copter and then bombard the copter. Alright. Yeah. Really wish we had Weaver of Lightning though. I don't think I want to change things up. I could actually get rid of Blossoming Defense for a Chandra. I don't mind that. Just making sure we have a relevant top end, even if Chandra isn't the greatest. And is likely to die. At least it's removal. Or a reasonable play on turn 4. Okay. This isn't great. There's no removal, but we have kind of a curve. I don't think we can mulligan it. Draw. I think we want it more than our own copter. Just Bushwhacker, I'm okay with that. Still no answer for this that isn't our own copter, which is pretty awkward. So the question is, are we coptering on defense, tireless tracking, and going offense? I think we're just coptering on defense. The way our hand is. Bristling Hydra's coming down. Not the greatest. But I think we want to just threaten to kill his copter, even though this could die, and then we can start dropping Bristling Hydras. Alright, so outnumber. Alright, so it appears to be outnumber. Could just block here as well, which I might do. Then I can Bristling Hydra, leave up both. Again, not great. It's kind of annoying. Ooh, that's kind of fantastic though. So yeah, actually that was the perfect draw. Can kill this, and then we don't get a clue, but we can crew the chopper. Alright, looks like we're getting outnumbered anyways. I was hoping our opponent wouldn't have the creatures to do so. So again, we could attempt to trade. I think this time we go for it though. Alright, so we need removal. It's definitely removal. Definitely what we wanted to see. Sure. Gideon not even that bad for us. I think it would have been more problematic as an emblem. Alright, both at Gideon. If our opponent doesn't block, in a pretty bad spot. Just this at Gideon, they can double block, and that's not good for us. So yeah. It's not looking good. We almost have lethal if our opponent activates Needle Spire's attacks with everything. We almost have a lethal crackback. Not quite, though. Gideon Emblem would kill us. This is pretty tight, although it's not looking good for us. It's still very close. Very close in that our opponent can't quite kill us. Pump. Pump. Okay. It's definitely not the worst thing that could have happened. Now it's a question of how much can we attack with. If I attack with everything, opponent doesn't block, and then we have 2 blockers, which isn't quite enough to survive. I think I just attack with these 2. I can play Hydra, play Voltaic Brawler. Have enough blockers on the ground. Alright, I think we go in here just for the damage because we have so much energy. Yeah, we'll have enough left for 2 Hydra activations. So I think getting all that in is good. We're brawl in. Alright. My chances dramatically increased since my opponent just pumped up Thopter last turn. Alright, they did have outnumber, which is unfortunate. I mean, we're still fine. I'm surprised my opponent didn't outnumber my tireless tracker. Because this, like, doesn't present lethal. Even a land activate this, sack Thopter, that can't block. I can still block the Needle Spires and survive. And this is actually only has 1 artifact fueling it. if our opponent drew Mountain, they could pump this 3 times, hit for 4, chump, chump, and then presumably win. This is good for us. I mean, being at 2 is much better than being at 1 right now. All right, game trail. Game on. So we're just starting by drawing a card. That's not good. So, attack with everything after playing Servant. This is 4. This is potentially 6. So, opponent can't just block one thing. They have to double chump, and then we have needle. Then we can block this with Needle Spires. So I think that's what we have to do, and just hope there's no... Actually, there's not much that gets us. But we do have to attack it. This can't be allowed to survive. If our opponent has another PNLR, we lose, actually, which would be unfortunate. And not that unrealistic. I mean, we were pretty lucky to draw the second very lucky to draw the second Galvanic Bombardment to be in this game at all. Opponent doesn't want to block with that, so that's a good sign. And to 4. All right. Come on. Boom. Wow. That was tight. Tight.